We had Russian cruise missiles raining down on Ukraine. As a former diplomat, you're thinking what?
I'm thinking this shows that Putin is desperate, Martin. He is losing on the battlefield where his soldiers are failing. They're being beaten badly by the Ukrainian military. The Russian soldiers are being pushed back day after day, some cases in a rout. The Russian soldiers are dropping their weapons and running. In other cases, there's a longer term pressure in the south, but the Russians there are moving backwards as well. All to say that the Russian military on the ground is doing very badly. The only thing President Putin can do is to lob missiles from far, far away into these Ukrainian cities at civilian targets. This is terrorism, Martin. This is terrorism. Let's be clear.
So this is, going to be talked about. It's being brought up at the United Nations. The G8 General Assembly is meeting to talk about, obviously, I mean, this has been planned or scheduled, talk about the annexation, Russian annexation of 4 regions in Ukraine, but that's obviously been overshadowed by these airstrikes now. This isn't the first time, because at the Security Council, end of last month, they tried to bring up this annexation proposal. Russia obviously has a veto there. It shot it down. This time, though, at the G8, nobody's got a veto. How do you expect the vote to go, one, and really, is it going to make any difference at all?
That's the two right questions, two good questions. I imagine that, again, the vast majority of nations will vote to condemn Russia and these illegal annexations, referenda. The vast majority of nations around will condemn that. There'll be abstentions. It's so interesting that the Chinese have not supported the Russians. They've not voted against the Russians. They've abstained, and the Indians as well. So I would imagine something similar. But your second question is exactly the right one. That is, does that matter? Well, it matters to some degree to indicate to the Russians that they're isolated, that they're a pariah in most of the world. But what really matters is what Western nations, what NATO nations, what the United States does, and not just says, not just votes in the UN, but what it does. What kind of weapons does the United States and others, what kind of weapons do we provide to the Ukrainians so that they can end this war? That's what it's going to take. It's going to take weapons in the hands of Ukrainians, pushing the Russians out of their country. That's where this war ends.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.